how to cultivate the outcome-independent mindset. A mindset of outcome independence is a very nice thing to have. This is when you are focused on the process or the activity without any concern whatsoever for the outcome of that activity. This can lead to the much-studied flow state, where high-level athletes or musicians are performing essentially unconsciously at a very high level of skill, as if they are kind of inside their own heads, completely detached from outcome, but just kind of watching themselves perform. If you are in a conversation, having outcome independence means focusing only on the conversation as it randomly unfolds without being concerned whatsoever for the outcome of that conversation. This idea has been around for a long time. Both Buddhists and Stoics have used the metaphor of shooting an arrow to focus on the shooting of the arrow and not on the hitting of the target. This is true outcome independence. Paradoxically, the less you focus on the outcome, the more likely you'll get the outcome. This idea shows up in many sports. The idea of keeping your eye on the ball is the same as focusing on the shooting of the arrow and not on the hitting of the target. For example, in golf, they say keep your head down, to focus only on the hitting of the ball and not worry about where the ball is going to go. And a common problem in golf is not keeping your head down, which means you stop focusing on the hitting of the ball and you start to focus on where the ball is going, and that messes up your swing and you hit the ball into a lake. So how do you develop this skill of outcome independence? Because this term is commonly used in dating, or more specifically, those initial conversations that will hopefully lead to a romantic outcome, that's where we'll put our focus. And we'll find that outcome independence is not so much a mindset that you can simply adopt, but rather a skill that you can develop with consistent practice. Imagine two guys. One guy has plenty of dating experience. He gets numbers easily and he has a lot of romantic success. So whenever he talks to any one girl, in his mind, he's got a lot of memories of past successes with many girls. He's also got a legitimate expectation of all the girls he will talk to in the future. So he's got a lot of positive memories looking backward and a lot of positive expectations looking forward. Even if the girl he's talking to is super gorgeous and he gets blown out, it won't really rattle him that much. So it's very easy for this first guy to have outcome independence. The conversation he is having is one of many. He's had plenty in the past and he will have plenty in the future. Compare this to guy number 2 who has zero experience. He talks to a girl and his monkey brain is going to make him hang on for dear life. Even the slightest indication that she is starting to get bored with the conversation will send him into a panic. He'll be extremely nervous when asking for the number, and if she says no, he'll be emotionally destroyed because he has little experience and little expectations of any future experiences. This one conversation is all he has. So this guy will be extremely attached to the outcome of that conversation. If it goes well, he'll be happier than he's ever been. If it goes badly, he'll be emotionally gutted. So right off the bat, we can see one way to develop outcome independence. Talk to more people. Develop your social skills. Build memories in your brain of happy conversations with happy people to counter any attachment to outcome that might inadvertently come up during a conversation. You can also accelerate this process by pre-framing every conversation you have before the conversation starts. Deliberately and consciously choose an easy outcome, like having a friendly conversation. Don't let your instincts choose the outcome for you. Use your conscious mind to choose an outcome you know you can get to make the conversation easy and enjoyable, like exchanging 5 words or something, or getting one smile or something. Think of this kind of like training wheels. Develop more experiences talking to more and more people. The more you do this, the easier this will become. And soon you'll develop the natural human habit of making small talk with friendly people. Humans are social animals, and making small talk with friendly humans is a natural human instinct. You'll see a friendly person and you'll just start a conversation naturally without having to think about it. Then having a conversation with outcome independence will be natural and automatic. Another way to cultivate the mindset of outcome independence is to have an ambition, somewhere your life is going, something that gets you excited when you think about it. Choose something related to your career or some kind of wealth building, anything other than romance. Spend some time, at least once per week, more if you can, to build up your idea of your ambition. Make the idea of your ambition as compelling as you can. This will take plenty of time, so be patient. The idea is that when you do have a huge ambition that gets you excited when you think about it, that will always exist in your mind as a counterbalance to any outcome that might pop up during a conversation. So when you do find yourself in a conversation with a pretty lady, you can always reference your ambition as a counterbalance to any instinctively driven outcome that might pop up in your mind during the conversation. This will help to keep your monkey brain from fantasizing about best case scenarios. Another practice that you can do every single day that will help significantly to counter outcome dependency is meditation. After all, what is meditation but the practice of releasing thoughts as they pop into your brain? Practice for 10 minutes or so every day. Slowly count up to 10, and anytime you sense any thoughts coming into your brain, let them drift out and start over at 1 again. And as you count, focus your mind on the numbers themselves with as much mental strength as you can at the exclusion of all other thoughts. This way, when you find yourself in a conversation with a pretty lady, you can use this very same skill. Focus on the words being said at the exclusion of all other thoughts. Focus on her facial expression at the exclusion of all other thoughts, including all those instinctively generated outcomes that pop up. Just let go of all your worries and fantasies and focus only on the mechanics of the conversation. Simply enjoy the conversation as it unfolds. This can be one more technique. Convince yourself that every pretty lady you talk to is only for the purpose of enjoying a friendly conversation with a pretty lady. Leave it up to her to be the one that has the outcome, to be the one that wants to get your contact information for a potential later meeting. Of course, your ancient romantic instincts are very, very powerful, and you'll never be able to turn them off completely, so don't worry. Practice these ideas regularly, and you'll slowly develop a stronger mindset, a sense of outcome independence. Your conversations will be more pleasant and natural. Your social life and your love life will become more enjoyable. Your ambition will become much more powerful. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. To learn more, please visit mindpersuasion.com.